I mean, I feel like this is all of us at a sporting event, but it's nice to see Selena Gomez taking it all in.
This is SportsCentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto on this Digital Sports Center presented by TELUS. And in case you missed it over the weekend, our Canadian men are headed to the Olympics for the first time since 2000. The national team rallied from 12 down in the fourth to stun Spain and punch their ticket to the World Cup quarters. And in doing so, Canada claims their spot in Paris next summer. When you consider everything that's happened with basketball in Canada since 2000. 23 years since they've been there, and it sure is hard to believe. I mean, I don't even think the editor of the show was born yet. That's crazy. Steve Nash carried that team to the quarters. And although Canada's disappointed on the international stage, the game has grown immensely since then. Of course, there's Nash, the Hall of Famer. The first Canadian to win NBA MVP went back-to-back in 05-06. Tristan Thompson became the first Canadian lottery pick in 2010, and since 20 have been selected in the first round, including Anthony Bennett and Andrew Wiggins, who went first overall in 2013 and 2014. And of course, how could we forget Canada's first ever NBA title? That belongs to the Raptors, who won it all in 2019. Back to this World Cup squad though. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is leading the way in scoring, including 30 points he put up against Spain on Sunday. And then there's RJ Barrett, a second-generation Olympian. His dad, Rowan, was a member of that team in Sydney, and now serves as Canada Basketball's GM. Canada can bask in its Olympic berth for now, but if they want to keep rolling at the World Cup, Luka Doncic and Slovenia remain in their way. They'll be meeting in the quarters on Wednesday. To football, and this Labor Day marks the latest chapter in two of the CFL's greatest rivalries, as the Argos head up the QEW to face the Ticats, and the Elks and Stamps get reacquainted in the Battle of Alberta. At the time of the posting of this show, the meeting between Toronto and Hamilton is already underway. So there's a good chance you're already tuning in. I mean, I hope you're tuning in. I hope you're dual screening it. I love a good dual screen. So let's get right into our matchup between Calgary and Edmonton in this edition of CFL Preview, powered by FanDuel. Now, the crazy thing about this game is that Edmonton is just a game back of Calgary in the West, and these teams play each other next week as well. The Elks are undeniably hotter coming into this one, having won 2 in a row after that long losing streak. Meanwhile, the Stamps were 3-5 before their current 3-game losing streak, in which they've given up over 35 points twice. Home used to be a fortress for Calgary, but on the season they're 1-4 at McMahon Stadium and 1-5 overall against the West Division. 3 of those 4 home losses were by 3 points or fewer, so that makes the Elks a little more intriguing. If the Elks do win this game, it'll be their first win against a West opponent, as they're 0-6 in the division this season. Also, Trey Ford as an anytime touchdown scorer at plus money is a great choice. Ford has a TD run in 2 of the 3 games he started this season, and had a season-high 10 rushing attempts last week. And a reminder, you can catch tonight's Battle of Alberta on TSN. Kick-off at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Speaking of football, and the countdown is nearly over. We're just 3 days away from the NFL season getting underway. And the beautiful thing about the start of a new year is that everyone's coming in fresh. And anyone can win the Super Bowl. Granted, the chances are much higher if you're the Chiefs, and probably on the floor if you're the Cardinals, but Casey's coming in as a 6-1 favorite for what would be their 3rd title in 5 seasons. But not everything is great in KC. Star defensive end Chris Jones is still holding out, and reportedly is not close to returning. Travis Kelce even made a plea the other day in the podcast he has with his brother Jason.
Yeah, man. Oh, is there any updates on Chris Jones? How he's handling this situation? Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, man. Chris, can you please come back? You're really scaring me, man. I don't get it. You must know something that I don't know, because I just don't get it. I really want to get another Super Bowl ring with you, brother. This is me bargaining you to just come back and play football for the Chiefs.
Oh, man. I felt that beg. His eyes were deep into the camera, piercing our souls. Just come back, man. With his status still up in the air, Jones took to Twitter on Sunday, claiming he's more motivated than ever. Now, the Chiefs did get some good news, as Super Bowl star Kadarius Toney is good to go for Thursday's opener after missing most of camp. Having another weapon at his disposal sure is nice for Patrick Mahomes, who you could have guessed is the MVP favorite at FanDuel. And remember, you can catch the NFL season opener between the Lions and Chiefs Thursday on TSN. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. I can't wait. Bart's gone. I can't wait. And one more reminder, with kickoff just 3 days away, you might want to get TSN Plus because it's the new home of NFL Red Zone. To subscribe, go to tsn.ca/TSN Plus or just click the link below. I love these drone shows. Oh. I don't want to cry, guys. That was beautiful. Oh my, okay, the music doesn't help with the emotions. I'm gonna tell you that for free, but that was beautiful. This is why we love sports.
why we love sports today.
Time now for my favorite segment and yours, why we love sports today. And that was part of the festivities the other night at Dodger Stadium, as the Dodgers held their annual Lakers night. And they didn't even need that drone show for this to turn into a Kobe love fest. Dodgers players were out there wearing Kobe jerseys prior to the game, and Vanessa Bryant was on hand, with daughters Natalia, Bianca, and Capri. And Natalia did the honors throwing out the first pitch. Not the first time a Bryant has thrown out the first pitch at Dodger Stadium.
Do you recognize this man? No, he's not a very tall, slim right-hander. He's not somebody who's trying out for the Dodgers. That's Kobe Bryant of the world champion Lakers, who threw out the first ball tonight. Gets a hug from Dave Hansen, and he got an ovation from this crowd.
It's hard not to be romantic about baseball because of stuff like this. Now, between this and the Lakers' upcoming statue, the tributes to Kobe seem to never stop rolling in. And we're loving that at DSC. That's all for today. We'll see you at Book and Remote 3 New Pacific. Have a good one.